Still trying to hit for that cycle, and all he needs is a double. Homer in the first, single in the second, and then a triple in the sixth.
1-0 the count. Nine runs, 12 hits for Oakland. 6 runs, 9 hits for San Francisco. That's grounded to third, backhanded by Williams. So Bedrosian shuts him down in the ninth, and here come the Giants, down by 3. The A's trying to clinch.
One of the reasons you'll find the new Lexus LS 400 luxury sedan so memorable.
eBay, when he came into the game, placed in the 9 spot. Then the top of the order, Butler. Then you've got Bedrosian spot 4th, where they'll probably save Pat Sheridan, the left-handed batter. The only other player they have on the bench is Kurt Manwaring, the other catcher. So Dennis Eckersley comes in to pitch. He has a 3-run lead, and of course, the 5th hitter in the inning would be Clark. You get to a 6th hitter, Mitchell. So here we go in the bottom of the 9th inning with Nixon to lead off, and tries to bunt his way on, and it's a good bunt to the right side, and Phillips shovels, gets him. Great play by Phillips, and McGuire with the presence to get back to cover at first base. Good bunt, the type you normally beat out.
That's a perfect bunt, only other than the fact that Tony Phillips anticipates it. We already saw him go up the middle. You can see him pushing the base. McGuire goes back to the base, and Phillips, a former shortstop, anticipating that play, comes in and makes a snap throw and have an out.
The second terrific play by Phillips in this ball game, and if you notice, Mark McGuire, in going back to first base, slipped and almost didn't make it.
So the A's continue to do it in every phase. Power, hitting, running, defense, pitching, of course. Fly ball to left field. Henderson makes the catch, and the Giants are now down to their final out. So you've got Butler coming up, and then you've got after him Sheridan, who's already out on deck, and then if they could both get on, you'd have Clark as the tying run.
And if you wonder why they're not taking a pitch, hey, they got the scouting report on Eckersley. 3 walks in 57 innings over the course of the regular season. So you better swing the bat.
So Butler now, the Giants down to their final out. 0-1. A's trying to sweep, but the Giants have certainly not made life easy for them tonight. That's a ground ball to the right side, speared by Phillips, flips to Eckersley. Yes, he's there in time, and the A's are the world champions. Park, and we go downstairs to Gary Thorne.
Thank you very much, Al. And of course, the excitement goes on as the Oakland A's promised. They said they would not have the champagne uncorked in here tonight in light of what went on, and so they are not. The commissioner, Fay Vincent, is here. Walter Haas is here. The general operating partner and owner of the club, Sandy Alderson, is here on his right. The president, Bobby Brown, is also here. And you see the trophy. This is what it's all about. Commissioner Fay Vincent will make the award of the championship trophy. Commissioner.
Walter, it's my great privilege to present this trophy to you. It's been a remarkable World Series in many respects. Your team is truly remarkable. And finally, let me salute what you've done for this franchise, this wonderful city of Oakland. You, your son Wally, Sandy, and of course, finally, Tony. Great treat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fay. I'm overcome. I accept the trophy on behalf of the Oakland Athletics, the fans, the players, the manager, everybody in the organization. and I'm proud to be here to accept it, but this is an effort for the A's. And can I say one other thing? Because our heart does go out to the people of this area who suffered in the last 10 days. Oakland A's are world champions baseball, but we got a lot of champions here, and we have to work together and rebuild this area. It's the best part of the world to live, to work, to visit, and to play baseball. Thank you, Fay.
Walter Haas Jr., who receives the championship trophy. There's also going to be an MVP award to be made here tonight, and the MVP award tonight is going to be presented by Ron Daniels, who is representing the Chevrolet Motor Company. He is the marketing director for this region. We will get him up here right now. The announcement has not been made public yet as to who the MVP is. Ron, welcome first of all, and ready to make the award tonight?
We sure are. It was an exciting series, wasn't it?
Certainly was, and they certainly came back and put on a show here at the end. Now what we've got to do is find the MVP and get him up here for you. The winner is going to be Dave Stewart. That was announced on the votes that were made, and obviously a great deal of irony in that one, because he, of course, has been talked about over the past 3 seasons without getting the Cy Young Award, but he's going to get the MVP award here tonight, and we'll be back for the presentations from the locker room, the world champion Oakland A's.
Hello, Ed and I are here on a spot check at our distributor in Meridian, Mississippi. It gets pretty chilly here in the storeroom. Bless you, Ed. But folks here like to keep Bartles and James as cool and fresh as the day we make it. While this is good for our coolers, it is not so good for photography. But it makes sure none of the quality we put into coolers like our new premium blush gets lost before it gets to you. And a cooler is a better tasting cooler. Thank you for your support.
In this decade, the face of the over-the-counter securities market has changed dramatically. The face of the municipal bond industry has changed dramatically. The ranking of firms executing futures contracts for clients has changed dramatically, as has the ranking of firms with the largest amount of assets under management. Shearson Lehman Hutton. When you do it better, you get to be the leader.
At Lexus, we didn't just suppress the engine noise. We suppressed the gear noise, the exhaust noise, the wind noise. And all that was left was the perfect environment for you to create a little noise of your own. The new Lexus LS 400 luxury sedan. Lexus, the result of our relentless pursuit of perfection.
I mean, what do I need a computer for? I'm not an accountant. Then why should I be the company guinea pig?
Why do I need one now? I've done fine without one.
Can you imagine me working on a computer?
Macintosh has the power.
Dave, on behalf of Chevrolet and the 5,000 Chevrolet Geo dealers, we're very happy to present this most valuable player trophy to you. In addition, Chevrolet will give to your favorite charity or civic organization a brand new Chevrolet Astro van. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. All I can say is we had 24 MVPs in this game, and I was just fortunate that I was chosen the main name in it, but you know, everybody contributed in us winning this thing, and this one is for Oakland, and this one is for all the mishaps that have happened in this to make it a thrill. The earthquake set us back a little bit, but you know, like I said before the series, even if we should happen to win or the Giants should happen to win, everybody in the area comes out a winner, and thank you very much.
Dave, you've also got the feel, in light of all of the discussions that have gone on, that there is some justice here. The Cy Young Award has not been yours, and here you become the first pitcher to win 2 games in the post, the LCS series, and 2 in the World Series. That's sweet.
Definitely. Like I said, things happen for whatever reason they do, and you know, I just try to do my job and make sure that my team has a chance to win ball games, and I feel real fortunate for this one.
Dave Stewart, the MVP of the 1989 World Series, and now over to the San Francisco locker room and Joe Morgan.
Thank you, Gary. I'm here with Roger Craig, and Roger, like a true Roger Craig-led team, the Giants never quit. They came back in games 3 and 4 after they got so far behind, but a little bit too late.
Well, you know, Joe, we battled hard all year. We came back from adversity, a lot of injuries and all. I'm really proud of my club. You know, the Oakland A's deserve to be the world champions. They were an outstanding ball club, and they just had a great year. And but so did we. We did battle hard, but they kind of outpitched us and outplayed us. But we can all hold our heads high here in a giant organization.
From my perspective, it seemed that you were not able to expose the Achilles heel of the Oakland A's, their bullpen, because of their starters pitching so well, Dave Stewart and Mike Moore.
Well, they're two outstanding pitchers, you know, and they had a 19-game winner and another 17-game winner didn't even pitch, so that tells you how strong they are in pitching. But you look at their club from top to bottom, 24 men, they've got a great ball club. They're going to be tough for the next few years. But we had a great year. I just told my players they can just hold their heads high and they can say that, you know, we were picked to finish 4th and 5th all year long and before the season ever started. But we are the National League champions, and, you know, the only one team out of 26 beat us.
Well, I know one thing about you. You're already thinking about next year and what you can do to improve the team to compete with the A's.
You got that right. You know, we've got to do some things. We've got a couple of holes that we've got to fill. We've got a good ball club, but we're going to improve, and we're not going to stand pat.
Thanks for taking the time out for us, and we'll go back to Gary O in the Oakland A's locker room.
Very much, Joe, and here's the guy who kept the focus all season long. That was the key word, the skipper of the 1989 World Champions. You got it done.
Well, I can't describe how good I feel. It's such a performance by our players. The last 2 months of the season, the Toronto series, now against the Giants, a lot of outstanding clubs, and we just kept coming and coming. We have so many ways to win a game, and mostly I think it's just a question of our heart. You know, and the organization just kept plugging in every time we needed something.
Tony, you said after last season that the key would be focus, and now, before it's even over, they already start talking about just how good is this club in the long haul.
Well, I think at least for the last 2 years. I mean, last year we won a lot of ball games and then got beat by a fine Dodger club. This year, we got that last little piece. And at least for the last 2 years, I think we've been a great club. And there's time enough to think about next year a little later.
All right, Tony La Russa, the winner. Al Michaels.
All right, thank you, Gary. And our congratulations. We echo those very sentiments to the Oakland A's as they beat the Giants tonight, and we'll be back in a moment.
Ah, kids, you gotta love them.
Listen.
Kids are the reason Chevrolet has Scotchgard fabric protector on their seats and doors.
All of us to remember, and I guess maybe the only World Series in history where the result someday will be nothing but a footnote as to the context of the games themselves, but this was the moment of celebration for the Oakland A's.
I'll tell you, I think the celebration was made much sweeter because it was a close game, because the Giants came back. I don't think the A's would have been celebrating like this had the score ended up 9-0.
Yeah, the world champions are the standard that all general managers throughout baseball, the other 25 teams, will try to reach, because they are the best team in baseball. Not last year, but certainly this year.
And they will be a tough team to overtake. There he was, a man who he went out to get a law degree in 1979. He didn't know that he'd have a chance to manage a Major League Baseball team. He had a chance. He had a chance with the White Sox. They fired him. Oakland snapped him up in a second. Rickey Henderson snapped away the championship right there with a snatch of that glove and an embrace of Dave Stewart, a most deserved MVP of the 1989 World Series. And the Giants, with Will Clark going down, but going down with anything but a whimper, going down with a lot of glory. Back we come after this.
There's something elemental in us all. A basic need to seek out for ourselves.
As on Monday night at the Meadowlands, Monday Night Football, great matchup. Herschel Walker and the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants. Monday Night Football at 9 Eastern and 6 Pacific time. Well, guys, that's it for us. We're history, I suppose, at this point. We go out in a World Series nobody will ever forget. But for those of us in the booth, guys, it's been a slice of heaven.
Well, I hooked up my wagon with these two horses, and they are exactly that, believe me. About 5 years ago, and I've loved the ride, even though it was a bit bumpy the last couple of weeks. I'll never forget our time together. Thanks, guys.
Well, yeah. Yeah, thank you. And, you know, I started about 11 years ago. It's been a terrific but too short 5 years. And our luck to you, I mean, our good luck and wishes to you next time. I hope you will carry the banner for Major League Baseball when you work at CBS next year. So good luck, and you guys are the greatest.
You are too. If you'll indulge us just another moment, this is the end of our association with baseball. I think, as many of you know, the primary package goes to CBS and to our friends at what's known in the industry as BlackRock. Good luck in 1990 and beyond. To those of you at NBC for 41 years, you made this an art form, and to people especially like Curt Gowdy Sr., the fabulous announcer, to the Hall of Fame director Harry Coyle, and down through the years to Tony Kubek and the people of the present like Bob Costas and all the men and women at NBC at the Peacock, take a bow. You were terrific. And we're done for a while anyway. After 14 years at ABC, we want to thank you for watching, and we want to thank all of the people that have come together to work on our telecasts. We have our own Curt Gowdy Jr., who's been our terrific producer, and Craig Janoff, and to the incomparable Steve Hurt. It's been a great ride for 14 years. We're going to show you all the names right now. Gentlemen, roll the credits as we say good night from San Francisco.
It breaks your heart. It is designed to break your heart. The game begins in the spring, when everything else begins again, and it blossoms in the summer, filling the afternoons and evenings. And then, as soon as the chill rains come, it stops and leaves you to face the fall alone. You count on it, rely on it to buffer the passage of time, to keep the memory of sunshine and high skies alive. And then just when the days are all twilight, when you need it most, it stops.
The 1989 World Series has been brought to you by Anheuser-Busch. We brew our fine quality beers to be enjoyed responsibly. Remember, know when to say when. By UPS, fast, efficient service to 175 countries and territories worldwide. And by AT&T, the right choice. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports, recognized around the world as the leader in sports television.
A promotional fee has been paid to ABC by United Airlines, rededicated to giving you the service you deserve. Come fly the friendly skies.
Wednesday.
Duke, we're libido slaves to something that's bigger than all of us.
David, did you take out the trash?
Doogie Howser, MD. Then.
You went like this.
I used sex?
Not sex. Those. Anything but love.
It started with a burglary.
Wiretaps. Breaking and entering.
and led to a cover-up.
Tell Elliot Richardson to fire him now.
He was the President of the United States. AT&T presents The Final Days, tomorrow.
Dear Wells Fargo, thank you for the written confirmation on a recent service I requested involving a transfer of money from one of my accounts to another using the 24-hour service. The service you now provide is most outstanding and truly appreciated. I'm impressed to the extent that I brag to others I know about the service Wells Fargo provides me. I hope you'll be able to continue that service.
Wells Fargo, proven 24-hour person-to-person checking. You've got to hear it to believe it.
One, two, three, four. The four-door Acura Integra, because growing into your future doesn't mean giving up your past. Test drive the sports car that fits a full life. Acura. For 3 straight years, #1 in overall customer satisfaction.
Fatal Vision, tonight at 9 on Channel 7.
Channel 7 presents Battle of the Bay. The National League champion San Francisco Giants take on the American League champion Oakland A's.
For them tonight. It's a ground ball to the right side, speared by Phillips, flips to Eckersley. Yes,